Because remember, a bad attitude is like a flat tire. You won't get it anywhere until you change it. Alright, enjoy. My body never gets to do what it's supposed to do, which is detoxify or actually...
Day one. Oh, I drank a lot of water. I'm hungry right now.
Cleanse. Take, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, but if the shoe fits, wear it, Cinderella. I'm Earthman Eric, and I'm living my dream. You can't grow wrong at PalmTrees.com. We plot 20 palm trees in less than 24 hours, folks. It was me and my dad, Jeff Plott, Jungle Jeff Plott. And let me just take you for a little stroll. The truth is, I was 17 years old when everything I had was taken from me. All the things I had learned, I had erased. Then when I finally got back from the very place that was incarcerating me, I struggled to obtain the very things that I threw away.
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers. The round pegs in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, We seek genius because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. How's that?
In this tough time, people could just not maintain a steady employment. But why did it seem that jobs just kept getting handed to me and was thrown my way? I mean, I was the last person to deserve it. My last boss was working at my house, and I'd never met him before. And he handed me a job right on the spot. It was a great job. I could finally save up the money to do the things I'd wanted to do. Yet, as my past haunted my thoughts, I remembered something my parents had said. It was a little strange. But they said palm trees might be able to live here in Missouri. Yeah, Missouri. Could you believe that? No, really, I didn't care at the time. At the moment, I was going through college for a degree in music. Talk about having a hard time getting a job, but it can be tough in that field. But music's my passion. That one? All right. That'll probably fit. Still, a part of me, call it curiosity, could not help but to look into this, what my parents had told me, and see if it was true. So I just, planted a seed and patiently waited for germination of ideas to sprout out. Let's say that. I mean, I did what any college student would do. I simply searched online. I Googled the symbolism of palm trees, and the first thing I learned about palm trees was that they symbolized hope. Seems like so much is going on these days, so we probably get distracted from the things that we should be grateful for. I don't know, maybe not you, but I've been guilty of this. I believe that we should appreciate all that we have been given. As a young boy, I was always quiet, yet eager to figure out people. I'd say one thing we all have in common is to feel comfortable and happy. Even as a young man, I found myself dreaming of change. Especially I figured out my way of doing things wasn't always the best. So I asked myself, why can't I feel comfortable every day? Like as if I just woke up to an ocean breeze, had the blistering sun strike me in the face, and the swaying trunks of palm trees going back and forth, reminding you that you're in paradise, and it's okay to live life. Oh wait, I live in the Midwest, and I can't really leave. It would be nice to see such a change. But how? God, how? Is it possible? Then in an instant, two things occurred to me. Why can't we have palm trees in the back of my road? And Gandhi said it best. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. Yeah, maybe he's right. A boy does make excuses, and a man makes change. I can't bring you the ocean, but I can bring you a tree.
What kind of tree?
Plott palm tree. Get you one. I think we should do that one there and put it.
Which one?
Well, Mom wants to put one in Glare.
I don't care about that.
I don't either.
I told her don't bother me about it.
Alright,
which
shoot.
one?
Well, that one
This one?
goes, you know.
That's what is my El Camino.
No.
I don't have any shots for that.
Well, wait. First, we gotta dig some holes too. But that one,
No, we got to put them in the holes first.
there's
Then
no
we
hole.
dig the holes.
There's no hole.
Well, let's get it done, or else we're going to be stuck with holes.
3 hours.
The only thing we have to fear are Zionist Jews themselves.
Max had been with Sarah for 4 years, and he decided he didn't want to spend any more time with her.
Great. My goodness, look at that. Whew. Know how friends and family.
And he sort of used me as a way out of it and saying, I'm in love with Anastasia. I can't be with you anymore, Sarah. I'm so sorry, but just realizing this, even though nothing's going to come out of it, just know that it wouldn't be true to you. And of course we weren't asking. In a Hilton at
It is March 23rd, 2013. Here we are live at Tropical Missouri Ranch.
Tell me something stupid. Auction off my diary. Life is getting esoteric, but let me in your movie. Each time I walk out the door, someone mixes metaphor. Life is so much cleaner on the page. It's not the morning when I'm dreaming that everything's so pristine. It's just a 7-hour movie. I'm in every scene.
I don't even want to be with Max. Whatever.
Let me in my TV. Get this tape tutorial. Got to out of the sunlight when I sell them my life story. Maybe I should write it first and do the living later. 'Cause life is so much cleaner on the page. It's every time I lost my body and then I saw it on TV. Somehow I shared a whole dimension.
we're getting her done. This is phase 2 now. We gotta dig some deeper holes and try to take some of the bigger guys, put them in the front. And we got those too close. Those are 7 feet apart. We're gonna change that. Figure out where we need to put them. There's Jungle Jeff over there. Officially mastered the ogre.
I wouldn't say that.
We call you the ogre.
Ogre. Hey, some papers.
Plott, as we're here to show you how to build a pyramid greenhouse. Excuse me, a plottified pyramid greenhouse. Here in tropical Missouri, live at PalmTrees.com. Hey, continue watching as we show you the ups and downs to this pyramid greenhouse, plottified style. So what we have here is, what is this? This is 420 foot cedar 2x4s. This is a 3, 6, 7, 8, 16 foot, right? 16 foot. Okay, so these are 16, these are 20. This is all treated wood. This is, I guess, this is 16 too. And that's going to carry out on the side of the foundation.
First you have to test the sticks, make sure there's no prick. That one's not good. Don't use it.
We're in the technological revolution era where you have to order online before you go to the store now.
Or you can order it while you're in the store.
You can look, you can touch it,
And then ship it to your house.
can't take it. They'll ship it to your house. That's right. So this is the Craftsman 10-inch sliding compound milter saw.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's probably not made by Craftsman because it's a pretty good one.
During the recent hurricane, I noticed the different types of trees that had been blown down. Huge oak trees, 4 or 5 feet around. They looked as sturdy as can be, but they were no match for the 100-mile-an-hour winds. I saw pine trees, must have been 140 feet tall, laying in yard after yard. Big trees, small trees, pines, oaks, elms, magnolias, none of them could withstand those hurricane-force winds. There was just one type of tree I noticed didn't get blown down. It's the palm tree. You know why? God designed the palm tree to withstand the storm. Unlike most other trees, the palm tree is able to bend so it doesn't break.
Hey, Carlos is here. Hey. Howdy. They could get her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad tip.
Yeah, well, whenever that boom up, it's subject to want to come over this way whenever we roll it over.
Yeah. So it's good to keep it that way.
What do you think? We can get her over there easy.
Huh?
We'll get her flipped over easy. I'm just worried about whenever it comes over, it's going to want to go over because the boom's up. Trying to think of something I can tie off on, but there ain't nothing.
I'll tell you what you can do. You can take it slowly and then get to the focal point and run from that.
Yeah, well, that's one of those watches. I mean, but still,
Just saying.
they do.
I might be able to start it, get it halfway.
I wouldn't start that thing for a couple hours after you get it upright.
Yeah.
A lot of oil and stuff, let everything settle before you try to start her. You can run them cylinders.
Should I move this a little bit? I think maybe we should just lift this one up and keep it there. Screw it.
Hammer this guy.
Yeah.
Do what now?
I think we should just lift this tree up and leave it there. Hell with it. It's too hard to pull out. And this machine's not big enough for it. This thing weighs probably 700 pounds. More than the rest.
How much does it weigh?
It's maybe 700. 500 to 700.
This?
This tree.
Oh, yeah.
That's why this machine may not be able to pick it up right. I mean, and it's 15 feet height. Ooh, it's leaking. Yeah, you might want to wait a little while. Hopefully nothing else is bent up. Well, it looks all right. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at this thing you use. Nylon.
Yeah, that's what we need.
It's called lift tech.
That's what we need for the tree. get some of that.
I'll tell you where you can go get them. They're really nice to have for anything.
Harbor Freight?
Nope. It's called Columbia
So
Safety over on Burlington.
We got the ogre flipped back, and I lost these important keys when we were in a dash rage to try to get the keys for the car, the El Camino, to tow it until we came to our senses and called up Carl's to tow this thing. So here we are now without our special keys. So there's been a lot of ups, but now I think we've hit our major downs here with flipping the ogre, and we got stuck a few times. We cannot lift that 15-foot, man, that thing must weigh 500-pound windmill Plott palm tree, and I gotta find these keys. So I'm gonna go find these keys, but when we get going, we gotta get these trees in their plots. So here we go. I wouldn't go over there. That's a hill. I think the reason we flipped is because it's a hill right here. We're going to dig stuff. Sorry about the let's see if we can find it out. Go on that side. Right here. Yeah, it's in this.
Put them in here?
No.
Oh, I checked it 10 times.
I did not put them in there, I swear to God. So the more I learned about palm trees, the more I realized how cool these plants really were. Like, did you know that there are over 2,600 different types of palm trees, species? And that there are only 5 palm trees that could possibly live here in Missouri. Or how about this? How about the palm trees are not made of wood, but they're actually more of a grass. So wouldn't we actually call them palm grass instead of palm trees? Anyways, March 28th is coming up, and according to the calendar, it says that it's Palm Sunday. So what does that mean? Well, I had to look according to the Bible and what it said, because Palm Sunday comes from the Bible. And what Christians believe in the Bible, it says, Now, when they drew near Jerusalem and came to Bethphage, to the Mount of Olives, then Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, Go into the village in front of you, and immediately you will find a donkey, tied, and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, you shall say, The Lord needs them, and he will send them at once. This took place to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet, saying, Say to the daughter of Zion, Behold, your king is coming to you, humble, and mounted on a donkey, and on a colt, the foal of a beast of burden. The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put them on their cloaks, and he sat on them. Most of the crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Palm branches. And the crowds that went before them followed him and were shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." Hosanna is the highest. And when he entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred up, saying, "Who is this?" The crowd said, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth of Galilee." And that was in Matthew 21, 1 through 11. They celebrated triumph by putting these palm fronds in as he came into Jerusalem. It was a celebration of victory and triumph and righteousness, and that's what Palm Sunday, that's where Palm Sunday came from. Christ's followers adapted the palms as a symbol of resurrection, victory over death through the union with Christ. Palm fronds were laying on the path walked by Christ as he entered Jerusalem. Palm fronds were also laid out to welcome returning pilgrims to the Holy Land. Then it should be no surprise that palm trees also symbolize victory. Ding, ding, ding. Welcoming all the wonderful qualities we associate with the soul's return to the source. You can call it a final divinity or a domineering fate with the separation of these two. Wow. Who would have known all this? And Jesus walked the earth primarily to teach one single message. The message of love with God through salvation, with none other than accepting Jesus into your heart. It's that easy. You just ask Jesus to come into your life. Well, this is what Christians believe showed God that you believe, and that believing in His Son, acceptance in your heart, this is the only ticket to what Christians call this great place up in the sky called heaven. I thought this was also interesting because palm trees, as well, symbolize the singleness of purpose. So, yeah, I took heed to the singleness of purpose. I simply planted palm trees and I focused on school.
most other trees, the palm tree is able to bend so it doesn't break. In fact, the palm tree can bend all the way over to where the top is almost touching the ground and still not break. During a hurricane, it may be that way for 4 or 5 hours. Looks like it's done. Looks like it's over. I can imagine the hurricane huffing and puffing and thinking, I may not be able to uproot you, but at least I will keep you from ever standing up again. That hurricane keeps blowing. He thinks he's winning the battle, but when the hurricane runs out of steam, when the winds die down, you know what happens? That palm tree comes right back up to where it was before. It's just...
Showed him. He was right there.
The ones from
All right. Well, I didn't take your keys.
My black keys.
Maybe, I think maybe your friend. What's your name took them?
No, they were in
I
my
didn't take
possession.
them.
They never. We were separated.
I never took them.
No,
I swear to God. That's where you lived right here. No, I know that. I didn't say that. So do you know anyone, loved ones that have passed away or were diagnosed with a disease or cancer of any sort? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. I mean, for me, I hate to bring it up, but earlier this year, it's really been a tough year for my dad, primarily because he was diagnosed with diabetes, and it's changed a lot of things in our whole family's life, and I'm sure many people today relate. I mean, what can you do? What can you do when things that we're consuming in the stores aren't natural. Like, for instance, the GMOs in the crop, then feeding that crop to the pigs. Or how about drinking cola with aspartame in it? Aspartame cola. Chemtrails that you breathe. Or how about the fluoride and other deadly toxic chemicals that's in your water and you're drinking, causing many defects, or even things like the MSG, the things we like in our food, that's MSG or high fructose corn syrup. Is there truly any hope left? Well, the change that my dad has brought to this family has been health. Obtaining health by a change of diet. Then it all crashed on me. It came down on me like an epiphany, you know? I figured it out. People felt empty. And it was because their health. It was like plastic. You might as well have been eating flavored toilet paper. No nutrition. No wonder people, no wonder why they drown themselves with alcohol, burn their problems away with cigarettes, and numb their emptiness through the use of drugs. It all made sense, and it came together like a finished puzzle. In order to attain fullness, happiness, and serenity, you must first be healthy. And yes, would you believe palm trees symbolize attainment to the achievement of better health, to a healthy future? Attainment. You know, and my dad's always been there for me, through thick and thin. And when the going got tough, he kept pushing and let nothing pull him under. This is why he's accomplished a lot for his hard work. And I want to aspire in his footsteps. And yes, palm trees, they symbolize aspiration. Aspiration, you may be wondering, I had to look it up, but when I looked it up, it meant to yearn for, or have a powerful or ambitious plan, desire, or hope to do something, to rise to a great height. And that means...
Was he pretty mad?
No! And that means... We were talking about the moringa plant, how it's so nutritional. He was loving it. Tell him about that. He was happy, I think, to get out of here. And that means... March 30th, or the end of the month here. And this just looks awesome. This is so great. I'll take we'll be taking the tops off the front so they'll let them go. Tie. How great is that, huh? We put all the more mature ones out here because they will be more hardy for this, this is the northern side, tropical Missouri. And you can see these palm trees are virtually everywhere. Just a few years ago that we went out to pursue our dreams here in tropical Missouri. Yeah, fix that one over there. Tell me how I do. We told you that we were going to bring palm trees to Missouri, the Midwest, and we assured you that we would have real research, scrupulous studies, live experimentation, and a true tropical Missouri story. And that's what we've tried to deliver. And you guys are tropical Missouri. You've helped us make a dream come true. If I could straighten that one, I don't know if you can tell from over here, but it is crooked. That one is directly in the middle here. Yeah, sucker. Tropical Missouri. You've helped us make a dream come true. It's a truly beautiful thing we're doing here. Palm trees grow in the Midwest, and they're here to stay. I'm Earthman Eric, and I'm living my dream. Alright, so we're in the middle phase. We still have to put the sand, soil, manure, all in the holes, and cut the burlap and the hemp rope off, and then cut the ties off so the fronds can let out easy. So we're not there yet. We're not completely done. This is the middle phase. Thank you for helping me help you make a dream come true. We did it, guys. Great job. Me and my mother, Coconut Claire, decided to go on a little side adventure, a health-conscious extreme adventure, if you will. And what we're doing in honor of the Sunday, Palm Sunday, which is the third year of success, fully overwintering palm trees and other exotics here in tropical Missouri. But set aside from that, Palm Sunday was a time, when Yeshua, had gone through Bethphage in Jerusalem, and he was honored because he had healed all these people, and he had prophecies and all these great miracles he had done. So people were rejoicing when he came into the city, and they were throwing palm fronds on the ground, which symbolized victory, and a bunch of other things. In Psalms 92:12 says the righteous will flourish like the palm tree, grow like the cedar of Lebanon. In the Bible, there are many biblical references to the symbolism of palm trees. But set aside from that, what we wanted to do in honor of, there's not much that we can do as a human being to, in comparison to Jesus Christ, who died and resurrected a week later on Resurrection Sunday. We don't call it the other name because that's a pagan holiday. But set aside from that, we thought, me and Coconut Claire, there would be an honorable action to fast for 1 week on a water fast. Now, some of you, I know, may be thinking that that's dangerous. Why would you want to do that? But actually, in researching this, set aside from that, we found many scientific benefits, health benefits through science that were just astounding on how our body and the lymphatic system store up these toxins that are in the air and the environment or other things that we've eaten. And it just keeps building up over the years. And as we eat and eat and eat, our body never gets to do what it's supposed to do, which is detoxify or actually cleanse the body. And here's Coconut Claire. She's excited to come along. This is the beginning, day one.
Day one. I'm hungry right now. I drank a lot of water. I had some moringa tea early. And
that means it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit here in tropical Missouri. Not bad. Now I gotta go to work. But seriously, keep in mind that you can order the blueprints for these plants, modified plants. Email me at EricPlott@hotmail.com or JeffPlott@hotmail.com. You can get the plants. It's only $19.95 a copy of the Plottified Pyramid Greenhouse. What a deal. We're building with this structure just because it's cool, for one. But we're also growing our garden, palm seedlings, you know. One way I learned how you can keep your plants warm is by simply keeping it inside. So I developed a selection that gave people more variety than just, 5 palm trees that could live outdoors. I thought, why not have an indoor, palm tree selection as well? When I researched what could live indoors, I was amazed to find that hundreds of varieties are out there. I got what I was looking for, and I created something new called the Indoor Celestial Selections. A taste of heaven in your living room or office. Would you believe we have about 30 palm trees now in this selection? And we do plan on selling every type of exotic that will live and thrive indoors. So, where do we keep our plants? You might be asking. This is where my mama comes in. I'm proud to say that my mom, Claire Plott, is a successful business owner of Town Plaza Hair Studio. I'm not saying, she's successful because she runs her own business and owns her own business or beauty salon, but it's because she's my mom, and I have never had to pay for a haircut in my entire life. If love doesn't spell success, well, it should, because she has a big heart and loves life with a full abundance of vitality. Than any person I know. I mean, palm trees must definitely fit well with my mom, because they also symbolize vitality. Vitality means exuberant physical strength or mental vigor, capacity for survival, or for the continuation of a meaningful or purposeful existence. Power to live or grow. Yep, that's Patricia Claire Plott. Do you know anybody like this? Maybe your mama, maybe your dad, maybe a friend or brother or sister. I'm sure we all have a Claire Plott somewhere in our life.
Drank a lot of water, had some moringa tea early, and I feel good. It's not, and I know you can live a day without eating, but intentional going without food and eating is a little different. A choice to say, I'm going to let myself go and take a break from making it work a certain way. So anyway, I'm interested to see. I hope
this is Coconut
learn
Claire's
as I go.
cup. I'm drinking out of.
So anyway, he's gonna take over and keep informed.
This is just day one. Let's hope we make it for the rest of the week. Wish us luck on that. Like she was saying, it's
blessings.
Well, yeah, I'm just kind of explaining the history of it all. Jesus did 40 days and 40 night fast before. Now a year later, after winning some awards for our idea. Hello, my name is EricPlott, and I'm from Columbia, Missouri, and I am in horticulture. I like plants, and I will be growing palm trees. That is what I do. And I am down for the green energy, environmentalist. Go, you guys. We won 3rd place in the film festival.
playing filmmaker. I know I get this right. Was that your win?
And just recently was even on KOMU Channel 8.
KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
Different to do that when Plott says it will take 3 to 5 years for the home to be established enough to survive in Missouri winter without any protection. To learn more about the regions of the country where palms and other tree varieties grow, you can visit.
We took a look at the palm trees that we had planted in March of 2010. That is also when we started our the business, you know, for fun. Started out, we just did it for fun. People were interested, and we named it after the family name, Plott, because we all came up with the idea. So, you know, it was a reasonable name, Plott PalmTrees, PalmTrees.com. Yeah. That name had a certain sway to it, and it went hand in hand with the ranch called Tropical Missouri. Here, the heart of Missouri, or Columbia, Zone 5B. Anyways, now I'm getting off topic. So we looked at all the palm trees that I had planted from last year, you know, and I made a movie. I called it One-on-One with Earthman Eric. You might have seen it. That's me. Well, this movie walked you through our yard in tropical Missouri to show the show me state that what I was saying was true. You know, hey, and 5 out of 10 palm trees planted made it. Yeah, and we had a bad winter too, you know. It was negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit, there was a blizzard, and you know, you can check out my channel on YouTube, and it shows you walking you through the winter. And the next year, you know, and this is what the strangest thing was. These palm trees all went unprotected, you know, except for the snow, but still. This led us to the question, what if we protected these palm trees, you know, just for the winter? So you could still enjoy them for the summer. Have we discovered that palm trees could live year-round outdoors here in the Midwest? Well, not really. They've been here for 30 years, over 3 decades, yeah. You know, I guess it just never caught on. But I know the answer is yes, really, you know. And you ask how? I would say one word: protection. I'm going to say it again now. Palm trees symbolize protection. Yes, there you have it. Did you know that it takes about 3 to 5 years for palm trees to establish their roots? Well, they do. And I'm asking you, what could be the future? What could be the future of Missouri, the Midwest, in just this short time? And I mean, once the roots are established, would they need protection any longer? Probably. But you don't know until you try. That's what Tropical Missouri Experimentation's all about. Plant some palm trees, can't read the tag telling them where they can and can't grow, can they? Of course not. I mean, they never took English. They never took English class, did they? No. And thank God they didn't. Because otherwise, I would be out of this business, you know? You know that. Palm trees also symbolize warmth. So I made a video that it's about 40 minutes long, but it's teaching people how to keep your palm tree warm. And it's experimental. Check it out. Here's a link below. yeah, I'm just kind of explaining the history of it all. And Jesus did 40 days and 40 night fast before he went into that. I guess it was along the same period before his death and resurrection. I don't know if he ate before it or not, or how that all worked out, but Jesus also meditated. And we have an actual Bible study online, a virtual Bible study called Beyond the Veil with Earthman Eric. And I take you along through 1 through, it's really 14 chapters, questions and answers. And the 15 is the journal. It's the experience of actually going along with the journey of Christ-centered meditation, CCM. And it's actual biblical. I show you along, references to the Bible and how in the Bible people were meditating. This was even before Buddha. Jesus actually taught Buddhist meditation because Buddha was before Christ. So I take you along with that history and educate you a little bit in a book that was not written by me, but it was written by an actual pastor who had done the research showing how there's a real, actual meditation that can help the body. And there's proof that it helps, stress, psychological, physiological, different aspects of what it. actual health benefits come to these things. So yes, there's a lot of challenges that we're overcoming, and it's not to say we're trying to be better than anybody. We're just trying to really advance ourselves. This is our 6-month anniversary, I think today, on being vegan, going vegan. And it's not for the ethical reasons alone, but that meat and dairy have been proven. If you look at the China study, that meat and dairy, eggs, and all that actually cause atherosclerosis, and it's the main cause for every single disease that we have in America. The standard of American diet, SAD. And I have other videos. If you look up my affording organics in the American Depression video, you can see more of that. And I don't like to shove my philosophies down anybody's throat, but you can go view certain particular philosophies or actual scientific research that has factual information as well. For instance, the China study, which I elaborate a lot on. The China study was done by Cornell University's Dr. Collins, and if you look into it more, you'll see he proves that our body is not made or intended to consume or digest milk, meat, eggs, cheese, any of it. And it's what's actually causing the problem. Then you have people who want to go gluten-free, but it's really an excuse to get away from milk and all that, because organic grains is not bad, and you can eat a lot of that stuff. The real problem is getting to the root of the problem. You'll find that that's the solution. And I'm a solutions kind of guy. As if you watch my Plott's Health channel or other stuff I have, you'll see I've adapted. I've learned a lot over the past just 3 years. Adapting now the vegan diet. I was vegetarian for about I don't know, maybe a year. Woo! Yeah, baby. Maybe semi-vegetarian, going off and on with fish and certain meats. It was really difficult for me at first quitting meat, because I was like a master chef at cooking meat. PalmTrees Central. I was like a master chef at cooking meat. So that's what people told me, at least. I mean, I knew how to throw it down ingredient per ingredient. Barbecue ribs slathered with just barbecue sauce and all that stuff. But you find out when you actually understand what we can eat, what our body's able to consume, and what it actually does to you to digest, how it takes out the calcium in your bones and enzymes from your body to digest, then you realize that it's actually an enemy to your body. So looking at it from different perspectives, we want to help people that are looking for an alternative or looking for optimum and extreme health consciousness. And that's what we're about at PalmTrees.com, is finding greater health, better solutions, and palm trees, of course, offer a lot of significance, because palm trees symbolize victory. We want to be victorious. We want to win and be victorious in every aspect of life if we can. Why not enjoy the best life now? It's what Yahweh intended for us. If you believe in creationism, or that there's a God or something better than just what we've been presented by humans, then you can take that to the next level. So anyway, this is the beginning of day 1, fasting, water fasting. And if you'd like to learn more about it, like the detailed instructions to what this actually does, and not just poke at it and criticize it off the flip, I'll leave a link below right now on detailed instructions on how to and what benefits you get from water fasting and detox. It will blow your mind away. It really will. This is not, we're not anorexic, we're not, bulimic or whatever you want to call it. We're not, we don't have a problem with eating. We'll be going back to, after 1 week, gradually kind of go back to eating, maybe soft or fruits like watermelon or something like that, juicing maybe, get some juice to kind of get back into eating again, which would be wheat, fruits, and nuts, and things like that, fresh organics. And I explain all that in other videos. I thought of portraying this into the video because this is an important step in someone's decision in life in a health aspect. So you can really, take what you will in bite sizes. Take, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if the shoe fits, wear it, Cinderella. Because remember, a bad attitude is like a flat tire. You won't get anywhere until you change it.
This one's kind of lean.
All right, enjoy.
This guy's kind of lean, so I'm going to push him forward. We showed the world that you can have palm trees in your backyard. Oh.
Aloha, friends and family. It's Earthman EricPlott. And it is March 30th, 8:09 a.m. We planted 20 palm trees in less than 24 hours here at tropical Missouri, where we're showing the Show Me State, one palm tree at a time, that you, too, can experience the best of both worlds, with rich and fertile imaginations, fertile future, fertile investment, at PlottPalmTrees.com. We can't bring you the ocean, but we can bring you a tree, a Plott palm tree. Get you one today. We can hook you up with these sale deals right now if you check out our website. Or email me at ericplott@hotmail.com. We got the best deals on these. We got the Plott's protection plan. We actually have the Plott's full session load where we will do all the work that you saw today, or maybe even throw a beach oasis. Just contact me and we'll hook you up with one of these great deals. We'll dig it the hole, we'll put it in. This is plotting. We plot 20 palm trees in less than 24 hours, folks. It was me and my dad, Jeff Plott, Jungle Jeff Plott. And let me just take you for a little stroll. So check it out. Here's a link below.
Triumphant victory! I'm here with Plott, beautiful sweet water in the wall, and my dad, Plott. He's an awesome guy too. I think we made a good decision of building this pyramid greenhouse. What do you guys say? Yeah? It's really easy to do that. Strong, it's a little windy today, but yeah, here you have it. Anyways, I wanted to say, palm trees also symbolize strength, victory, triumph, and righteousness. It says in Psalms 92:12 that the righteous will flourish like the palm tree. We would like to see your letter.
Psalm 92:12, the righteous will flourish like a palm tree.
See, I told you. But moving on, the last two symbols moving on to the two last symbols that really hold key to what we're about here at tropical Missouri. Those two keys would be fertility and expansions. The true definition for fertility is the power of reproduction, the quality of being fertile, and the birth rate of a population. So, it was only a year and a half ago that me and my family, we took palm seedlings and we were growing them in our basement. And we took 10 palm trees and planted them out in our yard. We started at ground level and worked our way up. And we said back then that you too can experience the best of both worlds with a rich and fertile imaginations, future, and investment. And it holds true till today. And my parents and I and all of our supporters have experienced this new phenomenon, and we know well enough that our expansions here at tropical Missouri, PalmTrees.com, has been a blessing. I'd like to call it overnight success. But I'm not talking just financially either, because I believe that could have my passion and zeal, all the fun that I really do get out of bringing subtropical plants to the Midwest. I like to sum it up like this: that success is a journey, and it's not a destination. Some of you may be wondering, what does all this have to do with Christmas? Well, let me explain. Christmas is a widely accepted and very recognized holiday. Wouldn't you agree? And there's many ways you can celebrate this holiday. You can celebrate Santa Claus, the elves, Christmas presents, the lights. Or you can celebrate with the man who's on a mission with a single purpose of hope for something new, something better, upholding values such as truth, aspiring honor, vitality, warmth of the heart of love, thus creating a unification that He's there for those who are lost and are astray. And it's so rich, so valuable, and frail that it grows to the expansion that it is today. It stands tall even to this day. It never dies, and in return is a lasting protection that we can all obtain. What am I talking about? I'm talking about salvation. Salvation is the perseverance and deliverance from destruction, difficulty, and evil. Yeah. And all you need is repentance to wipe away all your sins and your past mistakes from He who created you. All you have to do is ask for forgiveness. Turning from your past life, your sins, all wiped away. After all, that's what this man died and rose from the grave after 3 days, was to bring a message of truth and hope. And that all of his words would stand through the test of time. This man's name is Jesus, or Yeshua, and he's the real reason that you celebrate Christmas. He was born in Bethlehem, he was born in a manger, and he was born under palm trees. What would Jesus do? Pretty good little thing. Face paint. He did not intend on people necessarily celebrating his birth, per se, but I think today he would be more focused on his death and resurrection. And with that said, I'm not trying to say that Christmas is a pagan holiday or anything like that. I'm really insinuating it. But really, I know that God has given us this new hope to share with others, and He's given this to our family to be, a tool for His divine plan. I know God has given us this gift. I know God has given us this new hope to share with others and to, like a tool for His divine purpose. Because I know that without God pulling our business up, then we would surely fall and would crumble. So, we would be no more. And did you know that in Ezekiel 40, 41, and 43, it says that there will be palm trees all in King Solomon's temple with a bunch of measurements, and there was cherubs. If you check it out, you'll see that that's how the arrangement for King Solomon's temple was. And it leads you to the question, will palm trees be in paradise? The paradise of heaven? It was just about a year and a half ago that we started this business, and there were people that told me to stop what I was doing, and they said that it wouldn't work, so just stop. And since then, with a positive tone, I've always said that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Since then, we have created tropical paradises and made history one palm tree at a time. You can't stop it. It's a new breeze that's coming in, and just one palm tree at a time. So, and thank you for watching this Plottified Pyramid Christmas gift, a Christmas movie, a real Christmas story. It's been a great pleasure to have you watch it all the way through. I gotta say, have a blessed tropical Christmas and a favorite exotic New Year. I hope that you consider having a tropical future, and I hope you consider sometime soon, maybe today. I love you with all that. God bless, much love, and to help the future. And that's, one last thing I forgot. Is that if Jesus Christ is who He says He is, which is the Son of God, the Messiah, the Son of Man, the El Shaddai, our Savior, our God, who was crucified and died, rose again from the grave, and you accept Him as your personal Savior in your heart right now, then you too can have that hope of what's to come. And if that's so, if this is all true, then I too will see you in heaven, where there will be palm trees and a paradise full of plenty, abundance, and no pain. Well, I hope to see you all someday, and I'm going to be tropical hug. You can come on down. The last summer of palm trees, of course, is resurrection from death. Isn't that amazing? Continue watching the rest of this video. Thank you so much for watching most of it. Please share it with your friends and family. You can check out my YouTube channel. I've got a plethora of videos showing you real research, scrupulous studies, and live experimentation. And if you check out PalmTrees.com, you can get your own palm tree. You can support us with t-shirts, hats, mugs, whatever. It's all in clean fun, and I hope to see you. And see you later. Bye.
This is a friendly little message for PalmTrees.com.
God!
Put him in my...
I never touched him.
Shit.
I didn't touch him. I don't want to hear it. Whoa. Whoa. PalmTrees.com, Earthman Eric, Tropical Missouri Ranch, Zone 6A. Here we are. Let me show you how to plot a plot palm tree. Today is April 3rd, 2013. Manure, sand, backfill, soil. See that? You get plot palm tree. It has burlap roots, twine wrapped around it. Cut twine. Opens up, breathes. Happy, happy, happy. Pour in the hole like this. That's how you do it, baby. Then you stir it around, right? That's right.
Okay. Keep root ball, trunk, level with the ground. If not, an inch higher. Makes sense. Pretty self-explanatory. Any questions? You won't have any, but you can email me. EricPlott@hotmail.com. 573-489-5509. Dinner wet. Alright. Get more wet. Get your clippers. Where are my clippers? This is called popping her off. You ready? I'm counting for you. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Oh. Boy, this is a tough one right here. Woo! Popped her off. And let it rain. That's gorgeous. Beautiful. Plot a palm, and you can't grow wrong with PalmTrees.com. Get you one. You now take PayPal, credit, debit, cash, credit, credit card, check, cash, money order. It doesn't really matter. We'll take gold, silver, platinum, ice, diamond. That is ice. We got plans, we got deals, and we do it right. No kidding.
great. Yeah. And this is AJ from AJ's Towing.
Oh, AJ Trucking.
Trucking. It's probably going to be on a YouTube thing. Is that okay? Alright friends, this is what we're going to do here. When you get your Plott palm tree from your Plott palm tree special deal, you'll have burlap wrapped around it. And some twine from keeping that burlap really tight. It's kind of like putting it in a pot, really, a really tight pot. So all you have to do is when you find your Plott, your site, then what you do, you put it in the hole, you cut this off, so. Okay. Do that. Then you want to water it. Once you do that, it's good to go, because as the roots push out, the burlap will push out too. And what I'll do is I'll have that manure sand mix right on there with this back soil here, and I'll push it back in with the shovel. Whoa! Later put mulch on that. Hello, friends and family. It's been EricPlott from PalmTrees.com live here, tropical Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, Zone 6A, and we're showing you here the Show Me State, one palm tree at a time, that the palm trees and other subtropical exotic plants do grow here. And we have many deals for you. You can check it out. You can email me at ericplott@hotmail.com. Check out our website. You can call us at 573-489-5509. We've got plenty of deals for mature palm trees, hardy palm trees. That this one in particular, the Rhaphiophyllum hystrix American palm tree needle, will grow here, and it's said to grow in 50 other states. Well, 49 other states, this state included. 50 states total. It's the most cold-hardy, most cold-tolerant, most cold-resistant palm tree in the world. Would you believe that? It really is. And it's bulletproof, and it's foolproof. And I'm going to show you, when you get it, it'll have burlap wrapped around the roots and a hemp twine holding that burlap together. So cutting that first, it is all biodegradable, so eventually being soaked in the water as much as it is, I just put the hose like that, and the roots will push it out, and it'll biodegrade because the water will eat it up. And let's go through this real quick. It's a very fast little demonstration. This is my special Plott, special manure moringa fertilizer with sand, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to get over here, show you what happened. Oh no. There we go. Yeah. Now I mixed it, blended it real nicely. Alright, that's all you do for that part. Then come over here, make the shovel turn. Look at that thorn. Now watch out for that sucker. Then you kind of backfill it. But backfill with its original soil as well. Yeah, good mix. Yeah. And the sand will kind of get those thin cracks that you need to get the soil. I'll have to do that and continue over that side. And you want to make it the trunk in, the end of the trunk and the roots in between that line pretty well either level or about an inch above the soil. So this one's just right. Really, if you submerge it any higher, it will suffocate it. You don't want to do that. Then I get a little bit of water down. And that's how you plot an American palm tree. Beautiful, huh? And that's how you plot. I'm going to get some more on the other side. And then that's how you plot the American palm tree at PalmTrees.com. You know we love you. Aloha, friends and family. It's Earthman Eric from PalmTrees.com. Live here at Tropical Missouri Ranch. This is the American palm tree from a website. Live here. I'm going to show you how you plant this huge sucker. Look at that. That's a mature what do you call it? Seedling, puffing palm tree. The Rhapidophyllum districts. This is the most cold hardy palm tree in the world, on the planet. The most hardy, tolerant plant in the world. This one would live anywhere. 50 states in the United States. What I have here today is a big ton of sand. Actually, 8 tons to be exact. 4 over there, 4 over there. And I have my special mix. Horse manure. Yep. There's some horse manure in there. I mix the sand and I backfill with the original soil. That's the secret here at PalmTrees.com, and I just let you in on it. This is how I'm going to do it today. And come along and see. So see, this thing's also known as the porcupine palm. You see those needles? You may not. Let's go and zoom in on the sucker so you can see. Some call it the needle palm or the porcupine palm because of its sharp needles, which putting this sucker in our video and showing the world 20 palm trees in 24 hours, excuse me. This sucker, look at that, cut me up. See all those cuts on my arm? See them? Yeah, that was the American palm. Did that to me. This sucker was a warrior. Took a beating to get him in. Cut there, 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 because of them sharp needles. So, what do? Probably should wear a long sleeve shirt and gloves. One of those things that they put on people when dogs go up and bite on you. All right, so what I'm going to do, okay, set up, and nice little spot there. Where's my work yet? I already watered the heck out of this sucker. Probably water again. Let me show you another thing you gotta do. Right quick. When you get your American palm or any of the bigger guys, you will see. If I can find it. Yeah. See that? See if I get it. Okay. There's burlap on the root ball. Can you see that? Cut that. And that's what's holding the burlap. As these roots shoot out, what will happen is they'll push that burlap alongside it. Ooh. So you want to backfill this with the original dirt, original soil, and then you'll come over here and take our sandy, put some sand with the manure, back up a little bit. Like so, and take that manure and sand, kind of shuffle it in there, and backfill that. Kind of make your donut, your bird, right there. There you go. Okay, let's put some more sand on this side. Can't maybe see it, but there's a hole there. can do something. Yes, it's nice and fun. Beautiful day for yesterday, right? Playing some Mozart in the background there. Something like that. It's going to rain really hard for the next 2 days. There's some black bamboo growing behind this. Can I get the water, mate? Still on? Sure. Alright, watch this. Beautiful. Check out this side real quick. Look at that. next year we're going to eventually mulch it, but right there. I can't bring you the ocean, but I can bring you a tree. A palm tree. Get you one. PalmTrees.com. Right here in tropical Missouri Ranch. Thank you for watching. It's an honor to be your friend, your family member. Earthman Eric Plott, signing out. Aloha.